Newt, Texas, a secluded town in the vastness of the Texas countryside, hides more than just decaying barns and abandoned roads. It harbors one of the darkest secrets of 1974. The Sawyer family reigns in its backwoods, known for keeping to themselves in a ramshackle farmhouse surrounded by twisted trees and desolate fields. Inside this house of horrors lives the legend himself, Leatherface, a towering brute of a man who is less a person and more a weapon in his family's dark traditions. Thomas Hewitt, born with severe facial deformities, became Leatherface under the twisted hand of his abusive family. Devoid of a true name and identity, Leatherface adopts the personas his family imposes upon him, finding fleeting comfort in wearing the skin of others, as if adopting new faces could conceal his own disfigurements. His masks reflect his fractured psyche, some crafted to appear feminine, others to emulate expressions of emotion he cannot himself feel or express. Despite his towering, muscular frame and brute strength, Leatherface is mentally and emotionally stunted, his simple mind loyal to his family's brutal traditions. Violence is all he knows, and the chainsaw, an extension of his rage, is his way of coping with a world he fears yet is forced to dominate. Leatherface's story is a tragic one, marked by twisted love, loyalty, and the constant, suffocating pressure to perform for his family, who both worship and loathe him for his horrific abilities. The screams of his victims echo through the walls of his family's makeshift butcher shop, and the blood on his hands is both his birthright and curse. Unseen by Leatherface and his family, another set of eyes watches from the shadows, eyes belonging to a predator from another world, who has come to judge and end the life of this brutal figure. The predator, a seasoned Yautja hunter from a distant galaxy, has wandered across countless star systems in pursuit of worthy prey. This is no ordinary hunt, it is a ritual, a sacred rite of passage demanding skill, bravery, and respect. To the Yautja, honor is as essential as breath, and the hunt itself is a form of worship. This predator has come to Earth seeking worthy adversaries, and the saw-toothed chaos in Newt, Texas, piques his interest. For days, the predator has observed Leatherface from the shadows, his advanced cloaking technology concealing him as he records the butcher's every move. Through his biomask, he watches Leatherface stalk, trap, and kill helpless wanderers, innocent travelers unlucky enough to cross into Sawyer territory. Each kill is brutal, mindless, and devoid of strategy or sport, leaving the predator with only contempt. To the Yautja, Leatherface's actions are abominations against the hunter's code. He is a mindless brute, preying on the defenseless with none of the cunning or skill expected of a true hunter. The predator's code demands that such dishonorable beings be dealt with swiftly and without mercy. He resolves to hunt Leatherface, to put an end to the cannibal's reign of terror. One quiet evening, Leatherface stands outside the farmhouse, chainsaw idling in his hands as he watches the fading light. He's waiting for his next job, having been ordered by his family to fetch more meat. He doesn't know that he is now the hunted, that an interstellar predator stands mere feet away, cloaked and patient. Suddenly, the predator makes his presence known with a throaty growl that rumbles through the trees. Leatherface turns his head in confusion, his primal mind trying to process this strange, menacing sound. In his fear and curiosity, he ventures into the tree line, his chainsaw revving to life as he raises it defensively, like a primitive shield against the unknown threat. The predator deactivates his cloak, standing tall before Leatherface, who recoils slightly, startled by the shimmering, monstrous figure with eyes glowing beneath a metallic mask. Leatherface's twisted sense of pride won't let him retreat. With a manic roar, he charges, wielding his chainsaw with wild, reckless swings, aiming to cut down this creature that dares to challenge him. The predator sidesteps effortlessly, allowing Leatherface to stumble past. The predator's wrist blades extend, gleaming in the fading light. He knows this will be a hand-to-hand engagement, no advanced weapons or ranged attacks. This fight is about reclaiming honor from a creature that defiles the very meaning of a hunt. Leatherface attacks with all his brute strength, but his swings are sloppy and untrained, driven by raw instinct rather than skill. He thrusts the chainsaw forward, hoping to tear through the predator's armor. The predator dodges, analyzing Leatherface's movements, his rage-filled eyes narrowing as he recognizes the sheer lack of discipline in his opponent. The predator slashes at Leatherface's side, drawing blood, but the wound only enrages Leatherface further. He whirls around, chainsaw screaming as he brings it down in a sweeping arc, aiming for the predator's torso. The predator blocks the attack with his wrist blades, the chainsaw's teeth sparking against the alien metal. Leatherface, breathing heavily, pushes forward, pressing the chainsaw against the blades with all his strength. But the predator, calm and unshaken, holds him back, observing his desperation with almost clinical detachment. In a swift movement, the predator knocks Leatherface back, sending him stumbling. Blood trickles from the fresh cuts on his arms and torso, yet he refuses to surrender. He raises the chainsaw again, his grip trembling but defiant. The predator, seeing an opportunity to further humiliate his opponent, lets him lunge again, then sidesteps and slashes at his leg, causing Leatherface to fall to one knee. Bleeding and panting, Leatherface struggles to rise. His vision blurs, but his hands grip the chainsaw as if it's his lifeline. His world has shrunk to the sensation of blood trickling down his skin, the roar of his chainsaw, and the dark figure before him, a manifestation of death itself. His fear mixes with anger, and he charges again, his mind racing with a chaotic blend of violence and desperation. The predator lets him close in, then dodges at the last moment, striking Leatherface's back with the blunt side of his wrist blades, knocking him down again. Leatherface grunts, trying to crawl away, but the predator grabs him by the shoulder and hauls him to his feet, as if to force him to look into the face of the creature that will end him. Leatherface raises the chainsaw once more, but the predator quickly disarms him, wrenching the weapon from his hands and tossing it aside. For the first time, Leatherface is truly defenseless, his hands grasping at air, his mind struggling to understand what has happened. The predator steps back, watching him with a mixture of disdain and pity. There is no challenge here, no honor, only a merciful end to a creature unworthy of the title of hunter. With a final growl, the predator slashes his wrist blades across Leatherface's chest, a deep, brutal cut that sends Leatherface sprawling to the ground. He gasps for breath, his life slipping away as his vision fades. The predator stands over him, observing his last moments, ensuring he draws his final breath. In a final act of symbolism, the predator carves his clan's mark into the mask on Leatherface's face. It's not a trophy, it's a symbol of contempt, a warning to all who would mock the hunt with dishonorable actions. Satisfied, the predator activates his cloak and disappears into the shadows, leaving Leatherface's battered form behind, a lifeless shell in the Texas dirt. As the night deepens, the silence of the woods swallows the scene, erasing the horrors that took place there. In the end, only the predator's mark remains, a testament to the brutal, decisive end of Leatherface's reign of terror.